This is one of my favorite dishes that I started a couple years ago. I heard about it on the radio, like this recipe around Thanksgiving time, and it was talking about using a pumpkin. And so what we have here is a small to medium-sized pumpkin that's been roasted, right, until it's fork tender. It could be at 350, and that could take anywhere from a half an hour to 45 minutes to where it's really easy to break up. See the pulp right there? For the roasting, so it's kind of soft, but it's not overcooked. You don't want this thing totally falling apart either. So you have to check it after about a half an hour, and if you could put a fork or end of a spoon in there like that, and it kind of breaks up easily, then our pumpkin is ready. You're going to take it out and let that cool. It's important you let it cool. And then what we're going to do is take our seeds out. So our seeds come out, and this is a small, what they call a pumpkin pie pumpkin that I've just cut in half. But you could do a medium-sized pumpkin the same way with the same amount. This is enough for at least 4 people, 4 to 6 people on this as a side dish. And I'm getting all my seeds out, a little stringy there. It's almost like spaghetti squash. Okay, so get all my seeds out. Then what I'm going to do, once I get my seeds out, is I'm going to start scooping the pulp out. But when I scoop it out, I want to leave the pumpkin intact. Okay, so you're not going to take all the pulp out. You're going to take like a half or a quarter of your pulp out, okay? And you're going to put that in a bowl. Not all of it. You want to leave some because we're going to put all this, we're going to make a filling and put it back into the pumpkin. So you don't want to make it so you can't put it back together again. All right, so we're going to keep scooping this out and get that going. All right, so what we did was, you can look at our pumpkin, and we have a little bit of pulp left in there, right? But we did about almost half amount of pulp is out of our pumpkins. And we're going to set these off to the side. And here's our pulp. There you go. So next we also have a cup of grated Gruyere cheese. I got like about 3 to 4 cloves of garlic minced. And I got some breadcrumbs, about a half cup of breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs, hard to say. And then of course we got about 2 ounces of butter. So we're going to mash up our pumpkin. So I am mashing up my pumpkin. I got a potato masher. Do whatever you got to do. You can chop it on a cutting board if you have to, but you want to get it broken up. And watch out for the seeds. Got a couple seeds left. It always happens. Just mash that up as nice and smooth as you can get. It's going to be a little stringy. That's the pumpkin itself. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfectly all smooth. We just want to break up the consistency so it'll be easy to put into as our stuffing. All right. We're going to season this pulp mixture with some salt and some pepper. A little salt and a little pepper all around. There we go. This is all with our seasoning and mashed up, ready to go. And we'll go to the stove now and start making our filling and melting our butter. All right, we're going to add 2 ounces of butter into our pan here. It's about 4 tablespoons worth. Okay, get that nice and melted. We don't need to brown it, we just want to get it melted. Alright, our butter's melted. I turn that down because I don't want it to brown too much. We just want it to melt. We're going to add our garlic to that. And stir that around for a minute. You don't want to burn your garlic, you just want it to, nice essence to go into the butter as it's melted. And this will just take a minute or so. Next we turned off our heat. Butter's melted, garlic's in there. We're going to put in our breadcrumbs. Stir that around. This is going to absorb your butter. There we go. All that going together. Nice. Okay. And I'm going to season this one a little bit. A little more salt and pepper for that. There we go. And now what's going to happen is we're going to mix all this together. My heat is off. I have my breadcrumbs in there. We're going to put in our pumpkin pulp. There we go. You can do this in a bowl too. I'm just putting it all in here, but my heat's off. Okay. Pumpkin pulp. Say that 5 times. Then we have our cheese. So the cheese goes in there. You're going to do half your cheese. Just half. Okay, half your cheese there. Save the other half. We're going to mix this all together. Mix it all around. Really good. Okay? Breadcrumbs, pumpkin, cheese, breadcrumbs, a little more salt and pepper. Now that we've added everything together, there you go. And mix that well. Just cut it all in, get it all combined. Really good. There we go. Keep going. Heat's off. Now we're going to stuff these. We got a sheet tray. Our oven is preheated to 375 and 375, and you're going to stuff them evenly. It's not going to come all the way to the top, but you get the idea. Depends on how big the pumpkin is. Spread that out. There we go. All even and even. Next, we're going to spread that out. All right, next we're going to put the rest of our cheese on the top of our Gruyere. Spread that around nice and easy. You want to see some of the pumpkin underneath. So you don't want it totally too much cheese, but you want the cheese on there. And there we go there. I love Gruyere. It melts so well, and it's got such great flavor. And goes with the pumpkin, which is actually regular pumpkin. Once you roast it, is not too sweet. So we're gonna put this in the oven for about 20 minutes at we got 375. All right, it's been about 25 minutes, and I checked it once, and then I had to check it again to make sure I got some nice browning of our Gruyere cheese and the breadcrumbs and everything. It was worth the wait. So if it's not brown enough, like a light brown, then of course just wait a little bit more. Bring that up for you. Bring that over here so you can see it. So if it's not brown enough, bring it up a little bit more, and then it's all ready to go. And such a nice side dish. You can scoop it out and put it onto plates, or you can cut the whole pumpkin in half and then serve a quarter of a pumpkin too as well with this mixture. Looks great, smells great. I just tasted it. It's awesome.